Welcome back, Flare community. Happy Monday. Hope you're all well and having an incredible start to the week. Lots of new faces and also some returning faces in the chat. We've got Terra in the house. We've got TRT. We've got Smart Crypto Life. I hope you're well. We've got Victor, XRP, Virgil, Chico Chan, John Torcho. We've got Anna, obviously. We've got Rain. We've got Valiant Energy, aka John D, Doc Bob D, Crypto Granny, and Nikos. I hope you're all well, and yeah, you guys know the drill. We're going to jump into the news of the week for both Songbird and Flare. So let's start with NFT, shall we? We've got the Sparkles website here, sparklesnft.com, and this is the stats for the past 7 days. It looks like the Loyalists collection, and that's by Flare Finance, or formerly Flare Finance, now Enosis. That's topping the charts in terms of volume, so maybe there's something going on with this NFT. We know it's going to have utility. There's been loads of utility promised for this one, and it includes the DeLorean NFT and also the Samurai NFTs, which give you a share of the profits on Enosis. So pretty interesting stuff. That's topping the charts this week. Excuse me. We have the Fat Kittens in second place. In third place, we have Flare Apes. Fourth place, Luxury Lofts via the X-Toads team. And in fifth place, we have the Minerals, and that's from the Mandrills project. Moving over to the FTSO, on the Flare side of things, on top, topping the charts, we have Flare Ocean. They've been, I believe, last week they was topping the charts as well, so congratulations to them for still maintaining that top place. In second place, we have Flare Beacon, and in third place, Alpha Oracle. Fourth place, Nortso, and in fifth place, Aureus OX. And a shout out to Aureus OX as well, because I believe it's just Nick that's running that. It's a solo team, one dev, and it's quite an achievement to get into the top 5, especially just working by yourself and not having a full team behind you. Over onto the Songbird side of things, topping the charts. In fact, yeah, we've got Fly to Sonic. Never heard of them before. They don't have that much vote power either, which is pretty interesting. In second place, Flare Beacon as well, which again, they're doing pretty well in the top 5 on the Flare network. In third place, we have Best FTSO. Fourth place, we have Flare.space, and in fifth place, Flare Ocean. So it looks like Flare Ocean and Flare Beacon, sorry, I always want to say bacon when I see that. It looks like these two are doing well on both platforms, both networks. So shout out to them as well. Yeah, this is just a reminder. So as you know, if you can see in the top left, I am actually affiliated with FTSO AU. We've got sort of a partnership going where they're sort of sponsoring the Lucky Claw project and adding to a huge treasury, an ever-growing treasury. And in exchange for that, if anyone wants to delegate some SGB to FTSO AU, they're going to actually have a chance of winning some FCC. There's going to be 5 prizes up for grabs, each worth 100,000 FCC each. And all you have to do is find this tweet and give it a retweet and delegate to FTSO AU. Pretty simple stuff, and I just thought I'd mention it. For those who are interested, you can get FCC, that's the Flare Community coin, on the Flare Community website. That's theflarecommunity.com. You can mint it here. This is the cheapest way to do so. You can play the game, which a lot of people have been playing, which is pretty fun. I can't connect now because I believe I'm on the Songbird network, but there's also the store as well, where you can buy some of the poker NFTs. I'm going to talk a little bit about the poker in just a moment, because we do have an upcoming game this Thursday. This is the big news of the week, I think, and it dropped earlier today. FIP04, so FIP stands for Flare Improvement Protocol, Flare Improvement Proposal, sorry. And it was to update the FTSO, the Flare Time Series Oracle price pairs, to better meet developers' needs. And this actually got passed very recently. So the assets that have been added, they're all here. And what does this mean? Well, it means that developers on the those developers that are building applications on the network can actually use the prices on chain for all of these assets, including the ones that we already have. Now, this is useful, and it's going to be especially useful when these assets actually eventually be bridged over to the network, because then we have, I guess, the possibility of applications, maybe NFT marketplaces, able to price the NFTs using the FTSO in all of these different currencies. So it's sort of a foundational measure to really let the bridged assets thrive. Rather than getting the data from somewhere else, they're going to be able to utilize on-chain data via the FTSO smart contract and get the most up-to-date and accurate prices for a host of different assets. So that's good news for, as far as I'm concerned. I believe that the 10th is when it goes live on Coston 2. Here we go. And on, where we go, I think a week after, it actually goes live on the Flare network. There we go. Flare mirrors the changes on October the 17th. So it's great to see the FTSO expanding and increasing its capabilities. Moving on, this is just a pet peeve of mine. It really grinds my gears, but if I had $1 for every time I heard someone say that they're running an FTSO, I'd have a lot of money. Regardless, there is one FTSO. There's the Flare Time Series Oracle, which exists on the Flare network, and the Flare Time Series Oracle that exists on the Songbird network. And some people like to call that the Songbird Time Series Oracle. They're both the same applications, just running independently, one on each network. No one runs an FTSO. Many people run data providers, which, believe it or not, as I'm sure many of you are aware, provide data to the Flare Time Series Oracle. So this is more of a call to action to just let people, or sort of to try and let people start being more accurate with the language, to ensure that new people that are joining the community have a better understanding of the key components and roles within the network. Excuse me. You know, I think it can be confusing when people new to the network or new to the community start saying, well, this guy's running an FTSO, that guy's running an FTSO. What is an FTSO, right? There is just one FTSO and many signal providers or data providers that feed the data into that FTSO. Perfect. Let's crack on, shall we? This is Flarepedia. They're doing a great job about informing the community. I'm going to actually have a peep at their website in a second, but they've recently updated it and sort of added this reward pool indicator. So some of you may be aware that each and every time you go to claim, there is some occasions where you can't actually claim and you get some sort of error. It doesn't work. And that's because the reward pool has been drained. And what does this mean? Well, the reward pool is basically just a smart contract that holds FLR that can be claimed. And it doesn't really hold all of the FLR in existence, because that would be silly. If there was an exploit, which there obviously hasn't been, but if there was, it would be very irresponsible to give the attacker the opportunity to withdraw everything. And that's why the reward pool is actually updated every single day. An amount is added to the reward pool, and then people can claim FLR, and sometimes it gets drained, but 24 hours later it gets replenished and then people can claim again. The best way to prevent this is actually to just set up auto claiming, and then it basically claims straight away and you don't have anything to worry about. But still, you don't have anything to worry about so much anyway, because like I said, it replenishes each and every 24 hours. I'll just give this as a second. This is the website here, and Flarepedia encompasses a lot more than just this reward pool, this handy reward pool thing. They've got the data on which epoch we're in, the upcoming flare drop, and then a host of different categories for the different applications and entities that are building on the Flare network. We've got FTSO providers, aka data providers. We've got NFT projects, different tokens, different projects, all of that good stuff. And yeah, I'd highly recommend you checking them out. You can find them at flarepedia.com. Enosis, formerly FLR Finance, they had some big news recently, and that was their updated tokenomics white paper. And this is all about the DFLR and sort of the rebranding of all of their different tokens that are going to be on the on the Flare network. So they are due to be launching pretty soon on the Flare network. And in fact, we can just bring this up here. This is a really great read for anyone that is yet to do so. They've got Helion, which is formerly YFLR, and this is going to be basically akin to XFi. And they've got some interesting things here about this airdrop algorithm. So it was initially just based on FLR and XFi, but now it's going to be a little bit different, and I'm actually a fan of this. So if you are holding XFi, there's going to be different opportunities and bonuses for how you're using that, right? If you're holding XFi, in fact, let me just quickly blow this up a little bit for you guys so you can see a little bit better. But if you're holding XFi just in your wallet and not really using it, you're just going to get the standard rate, right? But if you're staking it in a single-sided pool, so if you're actually utilizing the Enosis platform, then you're going to get a bonus, right? There's no reason why you should just have this in your wallet sitting dormant. If anything, you should put it in here, right? There's also a benefit for those who have entered XFi or used XFi as collateral in the loan system. And also this one here, which is interesting, the XFi in liquidity pool. So this is where you have equal pairings of each asset. Maybe it's XFi to SFIN, and this is actually doubled, right? And the reason for this is due to being paired with equal value. So if you want to enter a pool with XFi and SFIN, you're going to have equal measures of both. Half the value in XFi and half the value in SFIN. So this means that if you are entering, or if you are a part of that sort of ecosystem and providing liquidity for dual pools, then basically you're going to be able to benefit from having this double multiplier, and you're not going to be penalized for entering them pools. Yeah, Smart Crypto Life. Yeah, Enosis is formerly FLR Finance. Something else that's interesting is that this is just a part of the airdrop. Just over 26% is going to be used for this initial airdrop, but there's actually going to be monthly airdrops, and this is going to be for a period of 12 months. And this is going to be based on both the Helion token and also the XFi token. And it's really going to be weighted heavily towards those who are participating in the ecosystem. Did you like that one, Death Ranger? So yeah, very interesting stuff, and we always have a good talk about this in the Discord. In fact, I'm thinking of making some sort of diagram to sort of walk through what my plan is and my strategy for the upcoming airdrop and ongoing airdrop. Actually, it's going to be 12 months after the launch. So this is something that's interesting. The actual airdrop hasn't taken place just yet. In light of the new tokenomics, we want everyone to have time to decide whether they want to be involved or not. So although we don't like timeframes, the snapshots will occur after the official launch on Flare networks, so that our users have time to adjust to the new information. So I'm particularly fond of this. Now we have the assurance that the snapshot has not been taken. So if you do want to participate in the Enosis ecosystem, XFi is going to get you a part of the snapshot and it hasn't been taken yet. So I'm pretty bullish on Enosis. I think that's no secret. And I'll probably be doing some more videos and tutorials once we go live on the Flare network, because they're currently having a big rebrand. I've been fortunate to be part of the testing team and had a bit of an inside scoop, and it does look incredible. We've got Dan Rocky here, and he's sort of just reiterating that the Revolut app has now distributed FLR. So if you was holding XFi, if you was holding XRP back in 2020, you should now have some FLR in your wallet. If you are participating in any future snapshots, I'd highly recommend getting your assets off of exchanges so that you don't have this type of problem in the future, right? And that also includes XFi. We know that XFi and SFIN are actually one of the few assets on the Songbird network that actually are able to, that they're listed on exchanges, right? So if you're holding XFi on an exchange and you want to be part of the you want to be part of the upcoming snapshots, I'd highly recommend getting your XFi off the exchanges and holding it in your own wallet. And even better than that, actually just adding it to the single-sided pool, right? So you can make benefits of this bonus here. Perfect. Moving on, we've got the Fat Cats NFT project. Wow, they had their Fat Kitten collection reach over 1 million FLR traded on Sparkles, and I believe this is the first NFT project to do so. If you haven't seen the Fat Cats project, it's actually one of the first projects that was on the show, on the podcasts. They've done really well, and absolutely incredible returns if you was minting in that time. If you've been here for a while and you watched that that podcast and managed to get in, congratulations to them. 1 million FLR is no small amount. It's no easy feat. So yeah, congratulations to the Fat Cats. This is a clip of Hugo, and he's talking about layer cake, and I think this is just a really interesting quote that he said. I would like to see multi-sig bridges, trusted bridges, consigned to the dustbin of history. Hugo is a smart guy, and we know that the whole idea of Flare, one of the main principles, is interoperability and building better bridges. No more are we going to see these multi-sig bridges. Layer cake is going to be a revolutionary way in the sense that it's never been done in this way before, right? And Hugo also said another quote as well, and you know, I think it went something along the lines of this: like, we shouldn't be working to make trusted bridges safer. We should instead be focusing on building trustless bridges, and that's exactly what Flare are doing. It's a completely new type of bridge, and that's why one of the reasons that I'm so bullish on the Flare ecosystem, because it's changing the game, right? It's reinventing the wheel. It's doing something that's never been done before. And for me, that's a sign of innovation and good things to come. This is what I wanted to talk to you. If you guys like poker, there is a free Flare community poker tournament happening. It was 1 week away from when I posted this, but it's actually now it's going to be on Thursday. So this upcoming Thursday, and it's the same time that we started streaming. So if you just rewind 20 minutes, this time on Thursday, we're going to have the free poker, and you can actually find a link to it pinned on the YouTube chat if you want to get involved. And so far, we've got quite a few players. Where do we go? Here we go. And apologies for the bright screen, because it is, I used to have this in dark mode, but oh well. Yeah, I think we've got 40 players maybe, maybe a little bit more, but if you do want to play, the link is up there. It's going to be a lot of fun. I know Terra's particularly excited, and the prize is one of these. It's going to be a Flare community bronze poker ticket. So you can actually find them, like I said before, on the website here, the Flare community website. You can buy them with FCC, that's Flare Community Coin, and we do have a lot of prizes. FLR, we've got NFTs, we've got FCC to be won, but the main prize is a big juicy pot of FLR. And it's highly dependent on how many people we can get to play, but I would highly recommend checking that out. It's a great way to get involved, and if you want to, like I said, join for free and have a chance of winning one, this is the best place to do it. It's a free opportunity, and I'm probably going to try and do these on a regular basis, maybe once a month in conjunction with the paid tickets that obviously have much bigger and better prizes. Right, yes, there is a update for the Lucky Claw Treasury. We've added 31 Delegator NFTs, and this is from the Flamingos project, and that's a chance to win one every month for the next, I think it's in the next 30 months. So if you've got one Lucky Claw, you have a 1 in 1,000 chance for every Lucky Claw that you have of winning this jackpot. Here's what we've got so far. I'm not sure if you can see that, but the next one that we have coming up, in fact, this date's going to be moved forward a little bit, but the next date, we obviously have the 50,000 FLR. We've got a pack of Flare Community poker cards. We've got the Mandrills, Blue Mineral. We've got a Johnny Lawrence NFT. We've got the Delegators NFT and a Decent wallet, a physical Decent wallet. And all of these prizes, you know, it's arguably the biggest prize package that I've seen in an NFT project. And all you have to do is hold a Lucky Claw to be entered. And, you know, the Lucky Claw, it's just, you know, this is one of the big benefits, but you're also going to be able to claim Flare Community Coin as well on an ongoing basis in the near future. Just to round up here, I just want to sort of talk about some sort of abstract things, right? We witnessed the NFT explosion in 2017. We witnessed the DeFi explosion in 2020, but what will we see in 2023 and beyond? It's my opinion that the next wave of innovation will be interoperability. The question is, are you positioned to benefit? And I think there's a few networks out there that are doing great things. I think the other main competitor is Quant. They're doing great things in terms of interoperability. I certainly have some Quant, but my big bet is on the Flare network, because like I said, they're doing things that have never been done before. And it's not just the novel bridging solutions, it's the on-chain Oracle and all of that ties in together, the state connector. It's going to be a really exciting space if we can gather the developers and they start coming to build, and all that starts with the community and sort of building and sort of bringing the value onto the network, because that's what developers look for. And if they see the transactions, if they see the total locked value increasing, they're going to want to get a slice of the pie. And yeah, I think we've got a lot of good things to come. Obviously, we've got the Flare drop, which ends in 30 months or so, and maybe that's the end of the opportunity as we know it, because after that it's going to be pretty hard to get the FLR, because by that time the inflation, I believe, will be 6%, and that's not that much if you think about it. Here we go. I posted this one today, and I think it's just important sometimes to get a macro view. Sometimes you just need to take a step back and appreciate the opportunity that we all have. If you're reading this tweet or if you're listening to this stream right now, you're already far ahead of the curve and in before the masses. No matter what, if you have patience, there is a happy ending waiting for you. And I think this idea of patience is the biggest in investing. If you're able to hold out, which I imagine a lot of people here watching this already are, then I think you will be rewarded. You know, regarding the analytics of the channel, it's been, I guess, for the past 6 months, it's slowed down quite considerably. And in fact, the subscriber count is actually going down, and it's understandable because the price is going down, and a lot of people are emotionally invested that they just want to sever ties with the project, right? But you've got to sort of, you can't cloud your judgment based on the price, because we can witness that the network is evolving. Everyone's building on here. We've got Layer Cake that's gone public. We've got the FTSO system, which is growing rapidly, including new assets. We've got the Flare staking, all of this good stuff that is yet to come. And it's my opinion that the price is not reflective of the value that this token is going to bring. And that's where I see the opportunity. And if you're able to hang out, you should be rewarded, because, you know, you look at the people who may have seen a 90% loss in Ethereum, or, you know, a 95% loss in XRP, you know, going back 5-6 years ago. It's just a drop in the ocean now when, you know, 10 years down the line, it's multiples more than what it was. The intelligent investor is a realist who sells to optimists and buys from pessimists. I'm going to read that again because it's quite an important quote. This is from Benjamin Graham from the Intelligent Investor book. The intelligent investor is the realist who sells to the optimist and buys from the pessimist. Very powerful quote. In fact, it's worth retweeting. So, with that said, that's the end of the news for this week. If you do want to come and join us on the Discord, if you are a member of the Patreon family, we have a chat here on the Patreon call every single Monday. On Thursday, we're actually going to be having a separate chat, probably in here actually, the community chat, but we're going to be playing the poker as well. It's going to be a lot of fun. Again, the poker link is pinned in the chat on YouTube, so I'd highly recommend checking it out. And yeah, it's free to enter, and obviously there is prizes to be won, namely this one here, the Flare Community Bronze Ticket. So that pretty much wraps it up this week. I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. It's great to see so many new and old faces in the chat. I do love you guys. Thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, I'm out.
We have liftoff.